of Algeria that is supposed to play Uganda is from Tanzania. And the advantages, as Honorable Duru said, the advantages of playing at home as compared to going outside there. So we want to find out from the minister what is the status and how best can we be able to help. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, and colleagues. First of all, I'd like to thank members of the Parliament for the love they have towards sports development in this country, and I take those comments in good faith. Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, you may recall that in 2020, the Confederation of African Football.
Procedure.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The statement is not yet uploaded on our iPads. Are we proceeding well?
We've just received the statement we uploaded. But what you can do, use your ears to first listen to what the minister is reading. You first listen. By the time he finishes the statement, we shall have, it will be uploaded. So, Honorable Minister, please.
Most obliged, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, you may recall that in 2020, the Confederation
being a shadow, I can give you my copy.
The Confederation of African Football (CAF) inspected Mandela National Stadium in preparation for the World Cup qualifier matches and issued a report thereafter recommending that we renovate the stadium in order to comply with international standards to be able to host the national team matches for the Federation of International Football Association, FIFA World Cup and African Cup of Nations qualifiers and competitions. The Parliament of Uganda approved and appropriated a budget of 97 billion for the construction of a boundary wall and renovation and upgrade of Mandela National Stadium in the financial year 2021-2022. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, in March 2022, a memorandum of understanding was signed between the Minister of Education and Sports, Mandela National Stadium, and the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs for the renovation and upgrade of Mandela National Stadium by the UPDF Engineers Brigade, and the contractor commenced work on 1st of August 2022, respectively. The expected date of completion is 25th May 2024. Briefly, the scope of works includes preliminary comprising the site surveys and assessment, mobilization, bush clearing, construction of temporary sites, offices, stores, and other general items. 2. Stadium works comprising demolition and removal works, doors, windows, finishes, fittings, fixtures for ground, first, second, and third floor, and arena. 3. Construction of a garbage collection center, removal and provision of new athletic warm-up area with world-class facilities. 4. Renovation of sports hotel. 5. Mechanical, electrical, plumbing works completely with installation, external works, and other facilities. Details of the funding is as follows, Right Honorable Speaker. The contract sum was 97.9 billion. Funds received as of today is 80,136 million. Outstanding balance 17.76 billion. Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, in 20 months, the contractors completed 90% of the works, and this includes most of the civil works, mechanical, plumbing works, key installations, that is to say, closed circuit television, electronic access controls, that's turnstiles, sanitary appliances, spectator seats, pitches, dressing rooms, doors, windows, and equipment for the maintenance of the pitches and running tracks was procured and delivered. we are upgrading the hotel of 72 rooms to a 3-star standard. A contractor is currently fitting furniture and equipment for the match officials, media facilities, medical and anti-doping rooms. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, with the shortfall totaling of 17.6 billion of the contract sum, the contractor has encountered challenges to complete the works, which include the following: delivery and installation of the floodlights, LED screens, technical benches, bleachers for people with disability, the second branch of the public address system, and some of the civil works and mechanical works. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, the Ministry of Education and Sports has repeated, and I want to repeat that, the Ministry of Education and Sport has repeatedly appealed to the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development to release the funds for the completion works on 28th February 2024. The Permanent Secretary and Secretary to the Treasury communicated additional expenditure limit for the second quarter.
Honorable Minister, just a minute. Can we have finance here? Please continue as we have finance here.
The Permanent Secretary and Secretary of Treasury communicated additional expenditure limits for the second quarter of financial year 2023-2024 amounting, among which was 17.6 billion for completion of the works of Nambole. While the Ministry warranted and invoiced these funds by 25th of March 2024, to date, no funds have been credited to the bank accounts for Nambole National Stadium. Madam Speaker, to be exact, my senior minister has written 3 letters right from December to date. That's what we have as far as Nambole is concerned. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, once the Minister of Education and Sports receive the requisite funding, our priority shall be to work on areas that were highlighted as a necessity during the recent CAF inspections, which were funded and invited by the Ministry of Education and Sports, so that we comply with the requirements to host the upcoming World Cup qualifier in June 2024, African Championship, and the AFCON 2027. Right Honorable Speaker, this is the current state of the Mandela National Stadium as we prepare for the forthcoming African Championship and the African Cup of Nations tournament. Madam Speaker, I beg to submit. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. In yesterday's presentation, there was an allegation. I think the person can bring his allegation himself. There was also a letter which was laid on table on disqualification of Uganda from hosting the forthcoming CHAN. Yes.
I would like to salute the Minister for the swift response and for also appreciating the concern that was raised. But Madam Speaker, the letter that I laid, the inspection report, pre-inspection report, is very crystal clear about the breathing space to the extent to us, because they have stated clearly that now that they have not approved, you had up to the date is even in the past. It is indicated on that letter. So I don't know where the minister gets the information that if they expedited the works, they have another entry point to be allowed. But two, and most importantly, now that the minister knew that you had been frustrated by your colleague in the cabinet, and that is in the docket of finance, why didn't you report back to the House in good time so that would have had no issues to raise here? By now, maybe the House would have prevailed on the relevant line in ministry, and that is finance, which is not even here yet, to do the needful. Madam Speaker.
There was also a statement from Honorable Dur that the minister had promised this house 10 times, 5 times, 2 times?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I usually want to take ministers seriously, but Honorable Gwang Peter is one minister that I find extreme difficulty accepting his statements as being a true reflection of the state of affairs in the sports subsector. And the records are very clear. I can cite so many examples. He was here, he told us about the high altitude training center in Teret, that it was 97%. He went there himself after some times and he found something else. He promised that Nambole would be ready, I think 3 times in the year 2023 and about twice within the year 2024. That has not come to pass. Honorable Gwang went to Lira and purported to present an Egyptian contractor to construct a Kibwa stadium, and he told the people of Lango the works would begin in 1 week. It is now approaching, I think, 2 or 3 months, and there is nobody completely on the ground. So with this evidence, I find that...
Madam Speaker, point of order. First of all, with due respect to Honorable Dur, I have been here longer than you.
Can I first hear from him? Can I hear? We want the minister. We want these things solved.
Madam Speaker, but I am on permit me on a point of order. With due respect to Honorable Dur, first of all, it's very unfortunate that he has come to begin submitting on a falsehood about my visit to Lira, that I made a statement in Lira that a Kibwa stadium would be constructed within 1 week. Please, Madam Speaker, is he in order to allege falsehood before Parliament that I made such statements while in Lira? Is he in order?
He said that the minister said that the construction will start within 1 week. Within 1 week. Is that what you're saying? Can you substantiate?
Madam Speaker, usually when I speak, I'm very serious. And I can challenge Honorable Gwang that if I table evidence, either you or me has to resign from this house. You went to Lira. It was covered in public. Even members of parliament from Lango were there. You were there with the chairman, LC5. And you took a contractor in quotes, and you announced to the people of Lango that the contractor would start work in 1 week's time. It is now coming to 3 months.
Can I hear from the chairperson of Lira?
Madam Speaker, first of all, I have Honorable Tonayo, whom I would request he comes here to confirm. Please, I am talking about Honorable Tonayo because I was there, you were not there. I want him to confirm what Honorable Bill is talking about.
You're not going to start exchanging on the floor. Honorable Chairperson of Lango Parliamentary, what was the statement? Honorable members, can we listen?
Thank you,
Honorable
Speaker.
Honorable Minister Gwang, whatever we are doing, we are trying to help you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to say something about the visit of the Minister of State for Education in charge of sports to Lira.
Honorable Minister of Sports, can you listen?
Yes, Right Honorable Speaker. It is true, Honorable Gwang went with the Egyptian contractor to Lira to hand over the site. I've not yet finished my statement, Right Honorable Speaker. I'm still giving the background because when he went with the Egyptian contractor, he went to hand over the site to the contractor. I wasn't there, but Honorable Ayo was there representing Lango Parliamentary Group. The statement that Honorable Dur is saying about giving 1 week, for me, I wasn't there. I did not hear about it. And yes, he has to produce the evidence here, Right Honorable Speaker, but the issue is Akibwa Stadium must be constructed. And we want it, we need it, and it must host AFCON. That's what Honorable Wang said, that Akibwa Stadium would host AFCON. So when the construction is going to be started, for me, I don't know, but we are only waiting for the construction of Akibwa to start. So I think we are still within the time limit, Right Honorable Speaker.
We are not within the time. We are actually, maybe you're behind the news. We are not within the time. We are late for AFCON. Can I hear
Right Honorable Speaker, must oblige.
Can I hear from
we
the
want to hear from
government
the
chief whip? We want the Minister of Finance.
Right Honorable Speaker, the standard practice by Office of the Government Chief Whip is that every minister appearing and not appearing on the order paper is called. We called all ministers last evening when the order paper was released, and this morning, and when you directed me to ensure that finance is in, I called personally 2 ministers. One, the senior minister, who indicated to me is busy handling some state assignment. Then our friend who is normally here, Honorable Musasizi, who indicated that is out of station. So in the circumstances, the senior minister indicated to me is going to look for one of the ministers of state to come to Parliament with immediate effect.
Honorable members, the issue we are talking, yes, there's a procedure matter.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Of course, with all due respect to my senior and my supervisor, and in a very good heart and intention and spirit, yesterday, Right Honourable Speaker, I raised on point of procedure for the absence of Ministry of Finance. And yesterday it was Honorable Bahat taking notes. Right Honourable Speaker, we shouldn't look at these things in one piece. We received ministerial process statements. We are processing them. The same ministers that don't come here issued the corrigenda without amendment on anything. And Right Honourable Speaker, shall we continue proceeding like this? And anyway, then do they respect the processes of this House? Right Honourable Speaker. Thank you very much.
And maybe we need also to find, do they have a feeling for Ugandans? Because we are saying it is only sports that brings everybody together. If you cannot be mindful of sports, the first lady writes to you 1 letter, 2nd letter, 3rd letter. What about if I write? Will you ever even read it? If you cannot respond what the first lady has written to you. Honorable members, we ask for even the accountability. I don't want to talk about accountability now. First, we want the 17 million. Then we'll put a forensic audit. Honorable Government Chief Whip, as servants of the people, we are going to wait for you to bring for us the Minister of Finance. And I'm not taking your information. We are going to suspend the House for 10 minutes to have the minister here.